Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I want to share some pictures from the Flash premiere that took place last night in Los Angeles. There's only going to be one premiere for this movie. There's usually a few at different locations, but there's only going to be one for this movie because they are trying to keep the secret ending under wraps. At previous screenings, they had showed different endings, or they showed the ending with large chunks missing or stuff blurred out, and they were saving the true secret ending for this premiere only. And so that was one of the main reasons why they chose to only have one premiere. In the last video I talked about with this topic, it also mentioned that Ezra Miller would be there, but he would do mostly pictures. There wouldn't be a whole bunch of sit-down press interviews like there traditionally would be. But it looks like from some of the clips I've seen, there were some red carpet question moments. So I'm going to share some pictures. Ezra Miller, Andy and Barbara Muschietti. Ben Affleck was there, Sasha Calle, Michael Shannon, the actress who plays Feora. I don't know how to pronounce her name correctly, so I try not to say it. But they were all there. Of course, James Gunn, Peter Safran, executives were there as well. Michael Keaton was not able to be there because he is filming on location. We see Kiersey Clemens, who plays Iris West. So there's a couple of pictures and clips that have been floating around from the premiere that I just wanted to share, seeing them together. There was also a clip of Ezra Miller and standing with the cast and the directors and executives and people. He was kind of just giving a thank you speech, and in it he mentioned, of course, director, producer, the cast members, Zack and Deborah Snyder, and then executives as well. This is really the first big public appearance that Ezra Miller has had in a long time because of all the things, the situations and all the legal stuff that was going on. He's really been keeping a low profile, which is not a surprise and is probably for the best. Hopefully he's doing better now. And, he thanked the studio for their grace and their care. And so I think, that's probably spoke to what was going on and for giving him the chance to still let this movie shine and giving him the option not to do press for the movie. And that was probably best for the studio as well. But, it kind of is a risk for them also because it's unusual to do to be promoting a big blockbuster movie without having the star of the film doing press. All the other cast members were, but he wasn't. And so understandable, but still kind of, probably somewhat nerve-wracking for the studio. And one of the clips where it shows he's coming up to the red carpet, for pictures and everything, he does look nervous, in my opinion. He looks a little bit nervous, which it'd be totally understandable, and I wouldn't blame him if he was, because I'd be nervous too if you haven't had a public appearance in a long time, and this movie has been through the ringer for years, and then he's having all these public issues, and you feel anxious going out for the premiere finally after all these years. Now, beware. You probably have already seen, if you're on social media, you probably have already seen, because I have seen stuff already unintentionally. There's already spoilers being shared around social media, and the thing is, it's people say, well, stay off of social media. Well, yeah, you can do that, but for people that are kind of okay, like me, it's kind of part of my daily life. I like to scroll through, and since I make content for YouTube and Instagram and stuff, I'm trying to keep up with what's being talked about, or, announcements or news articles, things that are coming out and what's kind of trending or whatever. I am on social media every day. And so you can open up Twitter, Instagram, whatever you're on, and you can unintentionally see something that it's you can't, it's there, or you'll be scrolling and it's really, people, if you're gonna post a spoiler, at least on Instagram, for example, don't do it just here's the post, do it on a carousel where the first image says, spoiler alert, spoilers ahead. Don't swipe if you don't want to see spoilers. But if you don't care about it and you do want to see the spoilers, at least you have the option to where you can swipe over and see what it is if you don't care about that, or if you actually want to. But for those of us that are don't want to see spoilers, give a warning, blur it out or something, and then you can swipe over if you want to see what it is. But there's people out there just sharing and posting spoilers. And it's come on. I know what's going to happen. it's inevitable. It's going to happen, and people are going to do it. And it's like, it's annoying though. But on Twitter, you can't really do that because the way that the Twitter platform is different from Instagram. So you can't really just, if there's an image or if there's like 3 or 4 images, you're going to see all of them at once. You can't really give a fair warning. People try to, like, at the top of the tweet, warning, spoilers below, but it doesn't really work that way on Twitter because you see like the whole thing, you know what I mean? And even though Twitter is mostly text, you can still unintentionally read things by just scrolling. Like, you can see things that are, you know, words or mostly images and stuff. That was what I've seen. Images and a quick clip, like just a quick recording of one part. It's gonna happen, I guess, you know. But just wanted to throw that out there. Just, you know, there are spoilers being shared. I'm glad Ezra was able to make it to the premiere. And, you know, I think after all this time and all of these years that this movie just, you know, went through a roller coaster, I'm glad that he was able to make it to the premiere despite whatever else was going on in the past couple of years. Hopefully he's on a better track now and, you know, can get to a better place, you know, is getting to a better place. I do like him in the role. I really do. Especially because, you know, thankfully we got to see his character redeemed, pretty much like all the other characters, but we got to see his character redeemed in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I think Zack made a good decision casting him as the Flash. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing him really carry his own movie and seeing Ben back on screen again, potential other League members. You know, I think CGI and visual effects are the one thing that I'm like hoping is not distracting during the movie, because some parts in the trailers are. Nevertheless, I'm looking forward to the story because and seeing Sasha Kaya as Supergirl as well, and seeing Kiersey Clemons come back as Iris. There's also a new teaser for Blue Beetle. You might have seen that, and I'm anticipating that we'll probably see a trailer for it during the Flash movie. I don't see why they wouldn't show the trailer for it with, you know, another DC movie. But thank you guys for watching. Check out anything you might have missed recently. I did a review for Transformers Rise of the Beast. If you're interested in checking that out, don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want. Especially the first one, discounts on clothes, shoes, accessories, all that good stuff. Favorite brands and retailers included in there. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you soon.